Right guys, right, I've been at here for a little while. I feel like a kid on acid. So I've been trying to bleed this system up because I'm in denial about this engine. Yeah, I know, we're looking for a new one. This isn't the point I came up here today for either. It's just given its first actual fire. So I think it's going to go. Now I only have a bit of battery charge. So it's all in there. I need it to spin over quicker, I need the batteries charged. What I might have to do is charge the batteries. Yeah, no. But it had signs of life. Without easy start. Might have only been one chug, but one chug will start the others chugging. And hopefully if it's piston rings that are stuck, hopefully with a bit of heat in the engine, bearing in mind there's no cooling to this engine at the moment, but that bit of heat might make them pop out and seal again to give us a running engine. Over the moon. What we'll do is we'll let the batteries recover for a bit, and while they're recovering, I can't get the leads down to them to charge them because they're actually on the battery tray now. But a bit of recovery, it might give them enough to be able to kick over a bit quicker. Because with all this on, because I didn't have this on, because what I thought was as the batteries were running flat, I put the alternator on and I can get it to start properly chugging, the alternator will be excited like a kid in a candy shop. So with that excited, it will send charge over to the batteries and charge them up. Good news is we're only getting blue smoke, we're not getting any white yet. I reckon it's possible. We've still got something freaky going on with the fuel system, but I reckon it might actually be possible to get this engine to run. It might not run perfectly, but it will run enough what we need, which is to move it, hopefully. One of them in there popped off. As I was turning it over, A, it sounded mint because there's no exhaust on it, but B, it was and that's all we need. Normally that's all we get. Is once it starts firing we get the and then it's off, like EastEnders. So I reckon with a fresh set of batteries charged, I reckon we actually stand a fighting chance of bringing this engine back to life. It still does need replacing, but if it runs, it's a lot easier to contend with. Right, on to what I could actually do today. So, I'll see you inside, out of the wind. Good bus. Right guys, so we've got this area at the back now. The engine work is done, so to speak. There's nothing else we can do with it, apart from next time I'm up, try it again with some fresh batteries that are charged up. Question 2, where the fuck is my battery charger? Is a really good one. But, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy up. I'm going to look at putting that seat back, and this one back. Get some seats back here. Clean this floor up, get the seats back in, and that's the back virtually done. All we need is the flooring. But we can take the seats back up to do the flooring. What we're planning on doing at the moment is getting this son of a bitch to run, flooring, and then MOT in it. If we have to run for a little bit without laminate flooring in to get it about, that's fair enough. But that is our plan. So I'm going to get the seats in so we can make sure everything matches and then we can go from there. So I'll see you in a second. Right, so this area. I think clean-up's in order first. Problem is, I don't remember where the bin bags are. So what we'll do is we will use this box. Now. Right, this front one's not going to go on because the bolt snapped off in it. Something that we'll have to deal with. But again, for the time being, if it's just us on here, it's not really a problem, is it? But even if I just get the seat legs back in, at least it's something. I don't know if this is actually even going in. Going in slowly. I don't know whether these screw into the floor or they've got captive nuts underneath them. I imagine it's captive nuts because that one there won't move even when that's on. Oh, being hammered. So that's that done. 2 legs here. That's the same thing again, I think. Yeah, 1 bolt stuck in there, 1 bolt stuck there, so this will only be held in with the back ones. Not ideal, but is what it is. Let me just see if I can get this floor somewhat clean. Need a steamer. Now I have some legs back at the house still, but I didn't realise that they are smaller legs. Because they're not there, so these legs I must have back at the house. Because yeah, they are smaller, not a problem. But do we have, no we don't have a snapped. Ah, the snapped off one's there. Right, okay. So that brings an interesting problem to here. If in doubt, snap it. We'll get that out in a minute. Put a normal leg minus, hang on, is that snapped out both sides? If it is, I'm going to have to move the brackets like that. Yes it is. Right, so that one, I can't do anything with that one yet. I can't do anything with that one yet because the brackets must be at home. So, I could put 1 seat in. Don't know if I can see the 1 seat. I can see one. Let me see if I can get one. Let's do or die. 3, 4, 5. Pop then. Did you hear it? It was a pop. So it is possible. Last attempt because there's nothing left on these batteries. No, we don't have enough juice to turn over. So that's the end of that. Well guys, I completely forgot about you outside digging into this. But in typical fashion, I am just trying to find an Allen key to tighten this up. But, a little success. Right, really, I had a full set of Allen keys. That's not the right Allen key either. At least that end is chewed up slightly. That is now in the way. So undo that slightly. That is actually stopping it from going together. There it is. It's not perfect for now, but we are going back in slowly but surely. Tighten that up there. I think they are 13s. Fucking hell, I've got a full row of my set. Maybe not. Try 14. No, I think it just doesn't like it. So we'll go with a 13mm spanner. I'll just put the spanners back. That's solid now. So all we got to do at some point is fish this wire out. We need to extend this one to bring it down. This pole has moved. This pole was there, but now it's here. The seat is back to front. So we need to do a bit with the bell, it's not a problem, and do a bit with this because obviously now that stops halfway through. So I need to measure it up, cut it there, cut the bit out, and then extend that across. So what I'm going to do, so that's safe, is I'm just going to put that in there for now, and I'll sort that out shortly. I need to find the bar for that, which is going to be the other short bar like that. But it's got to point the right way. That's the tricky bit. Like that's for this side of the bus. This one's gonna go in not with rubber though. Oh no, it is because I've got a piece of rubber there. So that goes, and obviously it is a way to fish these wires because they would have been fished originally. Yeah, they would have been fished out originally. So that there, I need 2 more of these. Where's the hole? The hole is at the back there. Put that on there. In fact, it doesn't matter because there's several holes in this. I think I've got the right pole, but like I say, as we go down, once they all start being put back together, it'll become a bit more obvious which pole belongs where. My spanner's stuck. Start the spanners free again. Right, so that one didn't have one. The seats that went here had one, which I believe is that one I've got down there. Either that or this one. Same size as that one and a bit longer than that one, maybe the same size. That one could go potentially here, or it might be the one. It's nice that they've got a big wood screw going through the thing. There's something in that pole stopping that wire from going down. I think it's just the wire itself, to be honest. So they've gone down now. I think that will line up right with the chairs. Yeah, it would have done. Oh, let's see if I can get that to stay in place. Very gingerly move about. I'll find 2 nuts to attach it with. And no doubt at some point I will forget that this is here. I know it's all pointless putting all this back already, but you know, we can easily take it off if we need to. If anyone gets the hint of what's been going on recently with this sack of shit, I'm just glad to actually get it looking a bit more bus-like, basically, as it does would be nice to get it bus-like again. Right, well that's not going anywhere because it's got a screw in it. So that's that one done. Now I could put a set of chairs in there, but I could not. Let me see if I can get a set of chairs. Coming across with seats. They're not easy to carry these, especially when there's no floor where you're walking. Walked into the post. I told you I'd do that. That had the armrest on it, on that side. I remember that bit. Right, these are the nuts and washers from it. I can get one in. I've started. That one is fastened in. One's in. Although at a bit of an angle at the moment, it is screwed on. Get number two. Put that bracket back in the bucket. I need to put the battery system back together. I can't tighten that one up yet because I don't have much movement on the seats. That's gone too far. In. That's easier than doing it with the legs on. Far easier than doing it with the legs on. Like, there's always one. No matter what you're doing, there's always one problematic screw. That doesn't matter because it's on. Just need to tighten up, and that will pull everything together. Right. The other thing that needs to go on that seat is the armrest, which is down here. Let me put that back. So this armrest belongs on that side. Another reason why I haven't actually screwed that down fully yet, because I need to be able to slide this in and out. I'm going to finish it up here soon. Again, don't want it fully tight yet, because these end ones are only just in. That's another seating. We're starting to look like a bus again. Woohoo! Right. Oh, I'm going to put the solar system back on. I think that'll do me for today. Not too sure how I'm going to charge these batteries up because they're heavy to be carted into the house. And our battery charger, I don't know whether I've lent it to someone and not got it back. But me and Sean remember it being back, so we have no idea. And then, because we can run the Jenny wire up here, and while I'm like doing bits back here. I mean the solar system, I could drag the batteries back up here, put the extra wire in and just leave the solar system to it, because to be fair, they were flat as a pancake when we left last time and the system did put power into them. So I could put them back here, because that takes two batteries, put each battery on. But that means undoing them again from down there, and I don't really fancy doing that. But there's no way, I wonder. So let me try something. Be back with you in a minute. So boys and girls, ladies and gents, it's been quite a productive day. I've had a kid on acid moment, and the back of the bus is starting to look more like a bus again, which is good. Still a lot of work to do, but at least I've got something to lean on now. Probably the next sort of steps is going to be sorting this table out, and that's that done. Sorting out an electrical area. Obviously getting these two seats back in. They might wait until we're done with this bit, just for the ease of access of bringing stuff through that emergency door. We need to sort out that. We need to do the hydraulic pipes, which I need to take an end off to have priced up how much it is to have it done. And then that's that sort of area of the deal sorted. Engine, once the batteries are charged, we'll try again. Unfortunately, I'm not removing the batteries from that battery tray again to charge them. Don't know where our charger has gone. So I'm going to sort one out. So when I'm next up pottering around, which probably might be next week, I'll put them on charge and just have them charging. The other option is getting two lengths of like 20-foot cable down to the front from this solar charger, making battery 1 and 2, plugging them in and having the solar charger charging whilst I'm not here. Now I've got 2 options available, which we might do. So probably next time I visit, like I say, I'm going to see if I can get the wood or a piece of wood to do this table. I also need see, I've got a piece of wood that can serve as a leg. Do we want a wooden leg? See, I've got this here. I've got this here, which would work as a wooden leg. You know, screw it into the floor, chop the height you want. You can have one on that side, and then that's your table. Because your one's going to be shorter because it's into that plastic there. It'll be like that there. The table's not going to be that high. It's only, if you're sat here. So if you're sat here, it's only going to be about that high, the table. So that there should be enough. If I chop that there, and a piece of wood across. At home I might have a piece of wood in the loft that can do it, but it's full of holes because it's out of a wardrobe. We could get a piece of vinyl to stick on the top of it, so then you wouldn't actually notice. It's a good idea actually, yeah. Might bring that next time, see how it measures up. Because it's quite a wide table because of how the seats are. Anyway, if you've liked what you see, if you're liking what you're watching, please do like. If you've got any suggestions, do comment. We are still looking for someone to rebuild this engine or replace it, either where it sits now or have the ability to either low load it or tow it away, stick a new Cummins engine in it, one that works, and bring it back. If you've really liked, you can become a member over on YouTube. Just click that join button down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Fingers crossed. Fuel pump priming. No, not enough in them. Once. Give it a sec. You grab a 17mm spanner. Let's just see if I can get it to fire off a few more cylinders. That was actually charging the batteries up. The alternator was spinning over quick enough to put a bit of charge in it.
The camera's going to flinch there because I just got a satellite.
I can't even fucking see what I'm doing. There's no exhaust on it. It's literally just a case of getting more than one cylinder to light a fire. Maybe it's there. There's the air trapped in that injector. still got air somewhere. That's it. I think the fact it fires, it's firing a lot more reliably with the electric pump than it was yesterday. So there's something else fishy going on, probably with one of the, well, at least most of those tappets. If I had a bit of easy start, it probably would just fire straight up.
You can now find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram. Hashtag MangBosses. Find us at mangbosses.com. MangBosses, we're sorting scrap.